Welcome everyone, good to have you here. Today's video is about the role of the black sheep, and it's actually the most unrewarding role someone can have in a family system. Yet at the end of the video, you're gonna realize that you are so lucky that you are not in anyone else's position, because the black sheep within a dysfunctional family system usually has the power to transform their lives, and the others not so much. Or let's say it like that, the others do not pursue to change their lives very much. So there are 7 transformative powers I'd like to share with you. Maybe there are more, but I decided it's going to be the wonderful number 7. So the very first thing that you're going to experience as the black sheep in a family system is that you continuously get the blame, the shame, the criticism, everything bad happening in someone else's life within your family. They are looking for a target to put the blame on. But this also holds a very transformative power for you, because by that, you are so used to criticism, you're so used to the blame, and it makes you start to self-reflect, to begin to look into your own inner world, to look inside, which the others don't. They usually just push things away from themselves and they just point the finger at you, but you are the one who is really reflecting and connecting to whether it's true or not. And you're going to realize in the end that all the blame is the deflecting energy from them not wanting to take any responsibility. And that's the second point. So them pushing the responsibility away from themselves, just pushing it onto your shoulders, especially the emotional responsibilities. And you're so used to take it on because that's just the only option you have within such a dysfunctional family system. But this means you also transform this into the power to take responsibility for your own life, to be in charge of your own life. And very often the others, they remain in this victimhood. They remain in the state of really searching for the culprit somewhere outside. But by that, they're giving their own power away. Yet you are holding it yourself, because you know that when you take charge of your own life, you can change it. And you are in the role of the creator, of the one who is choosing the life they want. It takes power, it takes effort. That's for sure. But very often the others, they just really, they are more or less driven by their own inner image of being the victim, everything else happening to them. But you know that you have the wheel and you can turn things around to your favor, which leads us to the third point, the status quo. And that's exactly what the members of a dysfunctional family system, they want. They want to stay in a status quo. They are afraid of change. They really cannot deal with change. But because you are so used to noticing that this kind of status quo, that's just unpleasant to stay in, you are longing for a change. You are longing for creating something different. So you transform the status quo, this tightened, rigid energy, into something that is allowing you to move forwards and to flow and to thrive and to alter things. The next point is that you sense when something is fake. In a very dysfunctional family system, usually the most important thing is to have a good appearance to the outside, to have fake imagery, to look good as a family system or portray something as highly moral and whatever. But you're gonna sense whether it's true or not, because you know underneath very often this fake imagery, this appearance, something is off. And you are developing this very fine sensor, and you're gonna notice it from far ahead already. You already notice when things are slightly giving you the vibe that there's something not okay, there's something not true. The next point is about the injustice, because you are experiencing the injustice within such a system on a daily basis. You're getting the blame for things that you did not do at all. You're getting the blame for other people's dissatisfaction, for other people's situations. And you know underneath that it's wrong. It's just completely wrong. It's not your fault. So you sense the injustice. And by that, you develop this inner compass which moves you towards justice, because it's something that's very valuable to you. And that is a transformative power to create justice out of a situation where you had experienced injustice yourself so many times. So you are the one that's really making sure that you are not acting out in that way. And that's such a precious characteristic to have. The next point that I want to mention is the hostility that you might experience within such kind of a family environment. Not too seldomly, you are the target of the attacks. You are the one who's really in the focus and experiences this kind of hostility. And because you know how hurtful that is, you know how painful that is to endure, you are not using it and just blindly enraging it towards the outside, but you are really eager to instead seed kindness into the world. And that's something so beautiful. The next and the last point that I want to share with you is the rejection that you might continuously experience within this kind of family. But you are like the alchemist. You are turning lead into gold. You are using whatever you have experienced there. And because you know that it's something that's not worthy to continue, you're taking it and you are turning it into the opposite. And by that, you're becoming like a magnet for people where they feel safe at your side. They know that you are someone who is treating them in a kind way and who is loving and appreciative. And that's something that's also a big transformative power, because, you know, in this world, when you see all the negativity blindly raging around you, and you are this haven for peace and harmony, and you are treating people with this kindness and with respect and in a reflective way and trying to make the world a better place, those are actually the most amazing powers to have. Just imagine a world filled with people who have gone through this process of alchemizing whatever negative is being sent towards them into something so kind and precious. So even though the role as the black sheep, as the scapegoat, it's a very tough role. It's a very, very demanding role. But also thinking of what you are becoming by going through it, and realizing that whatever you had to endure, you're not gonna reciprocate it and put it out as well. That's the wind of change. That's our chance to create a better world. So you're really the change makers out there, and I'm proud of my fellow black sheep. So hope this was informative for you. Hope you feel that it sort of brought you some value. Let me know in the comments down below, and let me know your experiences and your thoughts. And maybe if you find some more transformative powers, please comment them down below. Take good care and goodbye for now.